So starting the test drive in the 24 Malibu LT, the 1.5 liter turbo certainly feels more powerful in this than in the Equinox. I think a lot of that has to do with just the CVT as opposed to a 6-speed automatic. But again, it feels quicker. It's still not the 2-liter turbo. That's a beast of an engine, and they discontinued that in the past couple of years. But this is still pretty good in this car. And one of the best things about this, I think, is the ride quality that you get with the Malibu. I'm gonna give it a little throttle here. So definitely not a slouch, and even though it has a CVT, I've said this before in other reviews of this powertrain, the CVT does just make it quicker, and in terms of shift points, since you're not having to worry about a shift point, it's almost instantaneous based on throttle output, how much you're getting from the powertrain. But again, one of the best things about this, I've owned 2 Malibus in the past, and it's just one of the best riding cars, I think, just based on the platform, wheelbase, and even with the cloth seats, just how comfortable it is. It's just an impressive ride, I think. And sound acoustics in here are great, especially for a car under $30,000. I can hear the road noise a little bit, wind noise, barely. And I love the initial bite you get from the brake pedal when you hit it. Now with this vehicle, it's priced competitively, I think, but compared to the Accord and Camry, you might feel like you could do better with one of those. I will say I just like the overall package that you get with the Malibu a bit better. I like the radio. I like having that 1.5 turbo, and even with the CVT, it's a lot better than I would have expected, especially since they took away that 6-speed automatic. But features are good. I would recommend getting the leather package. I don't even know if that's an option anymore. I know it's standard with the 2LT, but I had an ex-rental in a 16 Malibu LT, and it didn't have the safety features that this one has, but it did have the Bose sound system and the leather, and that made a world of difference. So I highly recommend getting that. I think it helps the looks better too, because mine was in the pearl white as well. And that was just, both of my Malibus were pearl white. One had the brown leather in the Premier, and then I had the black leather in the 1LT. But just an impressive car, I think, especially back then. Now, since they haven't really tried to do much with it, it's a bit dated compared to the Camry and the Accord, as those are kind of flagship sedans for those two brands. And the Malibu, like I said, is just kind of a fleet car slash commuter car. Still a great car, I think, long term. And with the CVTs, just make sure you maintain those. But I had mine, I put 60,000 on my first one and about 50,000 on my second one. And the only thing I had issues with was suspension, but I was pretty rough on both of those. So like ball joints and stuff like that. But as we come to the end of this test drive, great riding car. I think the powertrain, I've grown fond of it, let me put it that way. Because I didn't like the CVT when they first put it in here, but now I'm starting to like it. But this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2024 Chevy Malibu LT.